Here's my 5 bold takes from the game yesterday. 2-0 to Liverpool, huge clean sheet, huge performance. So here's my 5 bold takes. Before I start, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that has been following. We're nearly at 100 followers, so if you could please follow, I would appreciate it. Everyone that's been following, commenting, thank you so much. Number 1, Salah looked unbelievable. His turn, his pace, his strength, his goal, everything that you need in Salah was there. His hunger. That is the Salah that we know. That is the Salah that we need to see week in, week out. Number 2 is Szoboszlai looked unbelievable yesterday. He's been player of the season for me. Strength, box to box. But another important factor is Gravenberch. Gravenberch in that team just solidifies our defence. He just looks strong. He plays through people. He literally glides through the team. So Gravenberch and Szoboszlai yesterday were unbelievable. Gravenberch is so vital to this team. Number 3, this is Slot's team. From now onwards, we don't want to hear about Klopp and it's still his system. I've mentioned it before. Klopp has a system, and we now need to see this from Slot. We've hit a low point in the club where we've lost so many losses, but if Slot brings this back up, this is all Slot's thumbprint. This is what Slot has kind of achieved if he brings this club back up to winning ways for sure. There's a lot of questions whether Klopp had a huge effect in terms of last season with his system, his players. Everything was still installed within that league title win last season. But whatever happens from here onwards, this is what Slot would really be judged on. Number 4 is the fact that we still have a lot of questions in the team. How do you integrate Isak into this team? Wirtz was on the bench, which I didn't want to see. How do you integrate Ekitike and Isak up top? We've still got Kerkez to put into this team, even though Robbo looked a solidified defence with Van Dijk. You got Frimpong to come back from injury. How do you integrate him into this team? So there's still a lot of questions for Slot to answer, but for now we take the win, we take the 3 points, and we move forward regardless. And number 5 is what we saw in that team is a bit of identity in terms of the press and the hunger, winning the ball back. Everybody kind of defended together and attacked together, and that's exactly what we need to keep up. Even though I do believe Aston Villa played really poorly yesterday, that is not the Aston Villa that played against Man City, and we don't know whether that's because Liverpool were on the forefront. We had a week's rest, and they also could have scored in the first half. Not to bring things down or be negative, but that was a really poor Aston Villa. Now we can give credit to Liverpool because of the hunger up top and the press, and that's what we did to teams to win the title. So I'm hoping to keep that pressing on the charge. That is exactly what we need to see week in, week out. But again, it's whether we had that week's rest. I know we can't rest every single week, whether we sacrificed a cup because of that, but that is the team that we need to see. That is the identity of Liverpool, being on the forefront, being hungry and winning the ball high up.